Congratulations, you have an accepted contract. We have reached our first goal together. Now we can begin the next steps in your home selling process. We will now inform you of the players in your home selling process. Professionals and service providers. Below are the professionals and service providers that will guide you through this transaction. Seller's agent. The seller's agent corresponds and negotiates on your behalf throughout the transaction. Transaction coordinator. Shannon is the transaction coordinator for the Monique Walker team. She will coordinate paperwork during the escrow phase of your home selling transaction. She will communicate with the buyer side and send you updates throughout the process. She will inform you of calendar events, appointments, and deadlines. If you have any questions concerning the transaction, please feel free to call Shannon. Title company. The title company is the agency that collects and holds the buyer's earnest money check after their offer is accepted. They are a neutral third party that will arrange all final signing of paperwork, prepare the deed to be transferred to the buyer, and collect payoff information. Please complete and return any paperwork they send you quickly so that they can order a payoff from your mortgage company and HOA, if applicable. Home termite inspection. The buyers need to hire a home inspector of their choosing to conduct a home termite inspection within their inspection period. Typically, the inspection period is the first 10 days of the contract, unless they negotiated a shorter or longer time frame. The inspector will inspect the property, recommend items for repair by the seller, and provide the buyers with a report. Lender. The lender will be responsible for ordering the appraisal, updating the buyers on the loan status, and approving the financing for the property. The buyers will need to pay them for the appraisal and sign their loan application within 3 to 5 days after their accepted contract. The buyers should be sure to turn in any paperwork the lender asks of them ASAP to avoid any delays in closing and getting their keys. Appraiser. The appraiser will examine the comparable sales in the neighborhood, visit the home, review upgrades, and then determine market value. An appraisal report will be prepared within 7 days of the home visit. Buyer agent. The buyer's agent will reach out to the buyers each week to make sure they are informed along the process and to help advise them during the transaction. Closer. Diane is our transaction closer. Once we have closed escrow, Diane will be closing out your file and contacting you for feedback on our performance throughout the process. The process. First steps. We will send you updates and time-sensitive documents which will need to be electronically signed. Please make sure we have your correct contact information. You will need to complete a seller property disclosure statement. We must provide this disclosure to the buyer within 5 days of contract acceptance. Send the SPDS to Shannon right away so she can provide it to the buyer's agent. You will need to order a comprehensive loss underwriting exchange report from your homeowner's insurance company. A clue report must cover the last 5 years or the time you've owned the home if less than 5 years, and it will show the buyer if any insurance claims have been made on the home. Make sure all of the utilities, water, power, gas, remain on at the home from now until the day of closing so the buyer is able to complete the buyer side process. Trips to your home. There will be 3 scheduled visits to the home. You do not need to be home for these appointments as long as you have a lockbox. Home inspection. The inspection will take around 3 hours. The buyer can arrive about 2 hours into the start time in order to meet the inspector and review the summary of what they found. The buyer will need to pay him with a credit card and sign a contract for service. The buyer agent will review the report with the buyer and compile a list of repairs. You have 5 days to respond to the requested repairs and determine if you wish to make the repairs. The buyer will have a final 5 days to accept your response or cancel their offer. Appraisal. The appraiser will schedule a visit to the home, generally after the inspection period. This appointment will only take about 30 minutes. Final walkthrough. Within 5 days of closing, the buyer and the buyer's agent will go back to review any items that were to be repaired and verify that everything is still in working order.